elevate in every area, consistently growing in your mindset, your character, and your performance. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to Unbreakable. All right, welcome everybody. Hey, I hope you had a fabulous weekend. I know I did. It was really good. And today is going to be the end of our acronyms for Unbreakable. We're focusing on the E and actually just trying to work some logistical things out, some engineering things out as well. But nevertheless, I'm excited to be here. Had an opportunity to take my wife to a ballet. And the ballet was good. She had a good time. I had a good time. We took a road trip a couple hours away, did the ballet, came on back. It was just a beautiful day. Had opportunity to talk, bond, vision cast and plan for the future. And so that was really good. We're also going to be doing some modifications to Unbreakable and what we're going to be doing. We currently air at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But guess what? I felt like God has put on my heart to go live and make sure that I'm airing at 5 a.m. so that people can get the tips, tools, motivation, strategies for their day, as they wake up, as they get dressed, as they're on their way to work. So we're going to be changing our format here in a couple of weeks where we're going to be going live at 5 a.m. every morning. Well, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then tune in on Wednesdays for relationship codes. Now, this is going to be focused on your single life, your dating life, and even if you're in a relationship and you're not married, you are single. It's going to be focusing on team dynamics, team development for couples, as well as if you are an entrepreneur, developing your team, if you're in leadership, developing your team, and really having the ability to take them to be able to perform at a whole different level. We're going to be bringing those in. This coming Friday, you definitely not going to want to miss. I'll be bringing in a newly retired coach from Wake Forest. Has won and done some phenomenal things there. Also, former 10-year coach at Bowling Green. They've won some championships there, played there and won some championships. High school state championships, AAU or PAL, 4 championships. And so he's going to be bringing in some information that really talks about how putting yourself in a position to where you're able to overcome adversity, even when it comes, and really being able to not have a plan B, but to give 100% to your plan A. And if something happens to your plan A, you get a new plan A. And that doesn't mean that you don't have a vision for where you want to go, but a lot of us do not have a vision for where we want to go in life. We kind of are just going through the day. We know what we might be focusing on for the next year or 2 years or so. But what does it look like in 3 years? Or what does your life look like in 5 years? And, a proper vision statement for your life, for your company, for your division, for your family, for your marriage, should always change every 3 to 5 years. Now, most people don't know that. So they have a vision that they don't even know. They have a mission that they don't even know how to pronounce or can even recite. And so that will cause you to drift to the left and drift to the right, especially when storms come and when life starts lifing, it will get you off course. And so you're going to want to stay tuned Friday for my special guest. Every Friday, we're going to be having a guest on here. And then on Wednesdays for the relationship codes, we're actually going to do some live coaching with guests. I'm going to open it up so that they can ask their relationship questions. And we're actually going to coach and give them strategies. Uh, and so I'm excited about that. We have some young, we have some old lined up. Not old, but older. And we have some younger folks just getting into the dating game. But it doesn't really change when you talk about effectively partnershiping and you are looking for the right person to be on a team with. And one of the things you really need to be aware of is how you are developing, how are you elevating yourself in every area, and that's what you should be looking at whenever you partner. But we're going to talk about that one on Wednesday coming up. And so I want to get into 3 coaching points just for today on this Monday to start your week out, and things I want you to consider and think about. And I want you to understand that the very first coaching point is really going to be about growth really isn't the goal. It's a lifestyle, and that elevation doesn't happen just once. It happens every day. Every day things are changing in your life. Corporations are making moves. The stock market is making moves. Uh, the government is making moves. Things are always moving and changing. And so putting yourself in a position to have a lifestyle where you're always taking in information so that you can elevate as things change really empowers you, and it puts you in a position to where when life happens or a storm happens or something changes, you're not shooken to the core because you are actually able to make those adjustments because of informations that you have taken in. And true champions, they don't just show up to win. They show up to evolve. I remember some top quality guys I had opportunity to play ball with in college. They went pro. Look, some guys, they built companies that gave back to the community, and some guys went pro, didn't do anything with it. And to me, the true champions, you may have an opportunity to go pro, but what are you going to do with those dollars? What are you going to build? And I think a lot of times people don't know what to do with it except for get a bunch of stuff. And that's really reveals the type of mindset that you may have around growing and elevating your game. And so just remember that whenever growth becomes normal, you will start operating at a different level of excellence. And sometimes that may cause your whole circle to change of people that you're surrounded with because you're not going to operate that way. You're going to operate at a higher level, a higher frequency. And so the people that you're around, they're going to have to switch and change because you're going to start attracting people that are elevating just like you are. And so you're going to get new friends, new connections, new contacts. And so that would be coaching point number 1. And coaching point number 2 would be character sets the ceiling. People can only rise as high as their character is. It's not that your character has to be low, but let's say you want more things in life. All you really have to do is take a look at your character. And a lot of people try to, they don't really know what that is. And sometimes it's kind of hard to define, but just think about it like this. When it comes down to your character, it's going to be what you do to elevate when nobody's looking. Are you doing the right things? Are you taking in the right information? Are you constantly growing and being a generous giver? Are you putting yourself out there to grow because you're expecting things, or are you lean back because you're afraid it's not too perfect? Or are you so comfortable with what you're doing, you don't want to make a mistake because you think making a mistake is going to be a problem, when in actuality, making a mistake is a sign that you are growing, and you're one step closer. And so your talent, and a lot of people are talented. I've seen a whole bunch of people that are super talented, but that's not necessarily the thing that's going to sustain you. It may get you in the door, but your character is what's going to keep you in the room, and it's going to cause people to want to be around you, and you're going to end up attracting better teammates, more money. You're going to attract the right mate. But in order to be able to do that, you have to sow into yourself. You have to work on yourself. And you have to really take a look at what sort of things you are doing to be able to perform at a high level. High performance with low character is a crash waiting to happen. So you may perform high for a short period of time, but the reason it falls off is because you need to work on your character. And so that would be my coaching point number 2. And my coaching point number 3 for today is you have to train beyond the game. Really, elevation requires expanding who you are, not just what you do. And so my wife and I are actually in this Women's Wealth Club. And I joined the Women's Wealth Club because those women, they setting it off. I mean, they got their book club, they're reading books, uh, they are into investing and different currencies, and learning how to position yourself to get wealth versus being rich. And for those that don't know the difference between wealthy and rich, rich is having a bunch of stuff, but wealthy is your money is making the money for you, and then that's what you live off of. And you still got a stack of money. It's really having a system in place. And that's really what the elevation part is about. And the growing part is about. It's about being able to work on your character. It's about being able to develop those things. And it's about being able to change your mindset. And that only happens when you take in different information. And not just different information, but it has to be a growth type of mindset. One example: in order to have healthy relationships, you have to find and hang out with people who have healthy relationships. But if you constantly taking in the wrong information about some of this mess this out here, and you taking that programming in, then that's actually what you're going to attract. And so uh, I am blessed to be around people who have happy marriages, and I'm talking about 10s, 20s. They All you have to do is watch how they operate, and it will force you to evaluate how you're operating. You learn and take information about how to operate with other people. That will force you to level up. And in this club, all of that information is there. So that really helps with the mindset piece. And just remember that grow the mind, and then the game and the rest of the things will follow. But growth is not the goal. It's got to be a lifestyle. And when you change your lifestyle, you will end up attracting some amazing things. And as I get ready to close out, I want to leave you with a quote. And that quote is, If you want to change your circumstances, if you want your circumstances to rise up, you must first rise up yourself. Hey, happy Monday, everybody. Tune in tomorrow at 10 o'clock. We have some more coaching points for you. Other than that, happy Monday and have